Hi, I'm Erin.
And I'm Mike.
Ranch life can often be a team sport, and we all know that I'm the brains.
And I'm the brawn? Is that what it is? Okay.
We've been waiting for a spring thaw so that I could get going on my cow manure compost project, and so today we get to play in the poop on our Wyoming Life. Cow manure is an abundant crop here on the ranch and not one that should be overlooked. It is the main organic material that is added to our market gardens. Now that we have some warmer weather and sunshine, the edge of the shed has started to thaw and Mike can easily scrape the poo into the trailer. Composting the manure helps to make sure that our crops are safe for consumption. Springtime is a great time to get a compost pile started. The poo is in abundance and it's very juicy right now. The cows have spent the winter months hanging out in the shed, hiding from the cold weather, which makes gathering it much easier. Fresh cow manure can contain high amounts of ammonia that can burn plants if it is directly applied. Composting can help eliminate ammonia as well as dangerous pathogens. Cow dung is high in organic material and the nutrients required for a healthy crop. It contains approximately 3% nitrogen, 2% phosphorus, and 1% potassium. Nitrogen makes the leaves grow, phosphorus helps the roots grow, and potassium improves the overall health of the plant. It's a little bit more complex than that, but that is a simple explanation of how those nutrients are used by the crops. Composted cow poo also contains beneficial bacteria that helps to convert nutrients into easily accessible forms that can be absorbed slowly by the crops. Composting also helps reduce greenhouse gases from the raw manure. Weed seeds will also be killed during the composting process, and that is always a good thing. This compost will eventually end up in our large outdoor plot. It's around 8,000 square feet. We will be using a hot composting method. Bringing the pile up to 135 degrees will kill most weed seeds and most pathogens. But if the temperature rises above 160 degrees, the beneficial microbes will be killed. In order to raise the temperature and make our raw poo safe, several things must be accomplished. We need to mix our nitrogen source, the poo, with a carbon source. We will be using straw. Because our poo is high in moisture, we will not have to water the pile. If you're using a drier manure source, you'll have to wet the manure when assembling your compost pile. The trailer is full of poo and it's going to be dumped over by the high tunnels. This way, when it's time to spread it into the garden, our travel distance will be shorter. The compost pile will be placed in an area that no water runoff from the raw manure will make it into the garden beds. It's a juicy. Oh God.
You okay?
It stinks.
At some point in life, you just have to realize you're gonna get poop on your fingers.
It stinks so bad. Does the smell not affect you?
You smell it. Smelled it once, you smelled it a million times. All right, I'm gonna drive forward a little bit.
Okay.
Need a ride, pretty lady?
Yes, please.
I'll give you a ride in my wheel.
It's a poo-mobile. That's some fun looking poo there. I hit my head.
I wish I had $1 for every time I hit my head on this thing. But John Deere knows that because it is very padded. They know people are going to bounce their heads off the ceiling.
Now we need to gather our straw. There is a decent amount of straw and some alfalfa over by the pig pen that can be picked up. The straw is worked into the poo pile. We also have some large square bales of straw on the other side of the road that we typically use for bedding in the sheds when we get closer to calving season. The weather today might look like springtime, but there is still lots of snow on the ground in certain areas, and the gates into this hay yard are buried and frozen to the ground. Luckily, the loader on the tractor can reach over the panels and steal us a bale of straw. Mike gets the strings cut off the bale, and then the bale can be broken up. A bed of loose straw is now on the ground, and the poo and straw mixture will be moved on top of this bed of straw. Mike will keep mixing and layering in more straw as he goes. Once he is done, we will have a very large pile of poo and straw. The next day, the trailer needs to be cleaned out. It's parked over in the sunshine, which has helped thaw the remaining poo that froze overnight. Since Mike did the hard work of making the compost pile, I'm gonna be nice and spray the trailer nice and clean. I'm gonna dig into the pile a little bit so we can see what the internal temperature is. Composting thermometers are a good 2 foot long, and I have one ordered, but it's not here yet. So we're gonna use this little laser thermometer so that we can see if the inside of the pile is starting to heat up.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm playing in the poop.
Yummy.
No, I don't have a composting thermometer. Like, I ordered one, but it's not here yet, and they're like really long. And so I stole your little laser thermometer, and I was just trying to get an internal temperature.
Cool.
Of the, you want to hold that?
Yeah.
Of the poo pile. I think we have too much water in our poo. And so it's not going to heat up like I need it to. What's it say?
30 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, so we probably have too much water. So what we'll have to do is keep mixing in some straw because it should be heating up. So without enough water, or with too much water, it's not porous enough, and so the air can't permeate it, and that microbial activity can't happen. So we'll just keep mixing straw in, and we might spread the pile out a little bit more rather than being such a big cone. We'll spread it out some more so we can get some more oxygen and sunshine, heat and stuff happening inside the poo pile. Fun. So the whole thing with composting is that, you know, you got to get your ratios right between your green material, which is the manure, and your brown carbon material, which is our straw. So I knew yesterday when we were doing this that we had a lot of water. Normally you'll probably compost with a lot drier manure. So this is our first big foray into a large compost pile. So I knew that we weren't going to get it quite right off the get-go, especially dealing with such a wet material. So it's just about mixing it and getting that ratio right, and checking the temperature and turning it can tell us what's going on within the pile. So
awesome. Well, stay tuned throughout the spring for Erin's poo experimental.
It's fun. This is soil. This is, you know, the essential thing that we need for a good crop this summer in the garden. So we're just gonna I'm gonna keep playing with it until we get it, till it starts cooking. So.
Awesome. Wrap it up.
All right. Well, what do we have going on this week?
Video coming out on Sunday. Not sure what it's about yet.
I love how prepared and planned out you are.
I know, isn't it crazy?
We're just waiting for that first calf. That kind of.
That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And live stream next Thursday. So
yeah,
that's coming up too. So until then, have a great week, and thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.
And subscribe. Okay. Are we ready?
I think so.
Are we in frame?
Yeah, frame.
All right. Hi, I'm Erin.
And I'm Mike.
Oh, shoot. All right. I have to hold on. Oh, God, I'm going to fall out.
You're not going to fall out. The door's closed.
Why can't you just drive on the road? What's wrong with the trailer? Just tell us.
The poop killed it. The battery's dead. So we're gonna go plug it in, let it charge so we can lower it, and then we'll go get more poop.
Okay. Hi, I'm Erin.
And I'm Mike.